July 23rd, 2024. Black Diamond Pool sat dangerously silent. Suddenly, scalding water and heavy rock blasted skyward. Tourists scrambled for survival. No alert, just raw, lethal force. Experts call this a once-in-a-century event. But the real danger is invisible. What caused this silent bomb to detonate? Could you be next? Refrigerator-sized rocks rained down northeast of the pool? The blast hurled boulders weighing hundreds of pounds. They snapped trees like toothpicks. Deep gouges scarred the earth. Scalding mud smothered the walking path. The boardwalk lay in twisted ruins. Boiling water charred the wood black. Splinters flew like deadly shrapnel. The trail vanished instantly. Debris stretched to the river. The pool is now a monster. The water churned into a muddy nightmare. Edges collapsed, jagged and broken. Dark sediment swirled in the boiling depths. The air stank of scorched earth. The ground shook beneath the rubble. Every stone screams of violence. Rocks buried themselves in the dirt. Scientists traced the lethal path straight from the vent. This proves one thing. Immense energy was trapped, then unleashed in seconds. You can't comprehend the destruction unless you stand there. Safety turned to chaos. Even experts were terrified. They struggled to describe the raw power. The land seemed stunned by its own violence. These scars are a warning to us all. The ground beneath your feet can explode anytime. Families walked there that morning, admiring the view. They took photos, totally oblivious. Death was building right under their shoes. Peace shattered in a split second. A deafening roar blocked out the sun. Screams mixed with snapping timber. The basin echoed with terror. People slipped on wet planks, dodging falling boulders. The ground shook violently. Rangers didn't hesitate. They sprinted straight into the kill zone. They grabbed terrified families. Every second meant life or death. The danger wasn't over. The earth hissed, spitting boiling water. Mud trapped their feet like quicksand. The heat was suffocating. Everyone fled, leaving belongings behind. Rangers swept the area twice. Barriers went up immediately. Biscuit Basin is locked down. Only steam hisses now. Survivors whisper nervously behind the safety lines. Miraculously, nobody died that day. It defies all logic. Pure luck saved them. But the nightmare haunts the survivors. The ground attacked without mercy. Panic spread instantly across social media. Everyone asked the same terrifying question. How did this happen with zero warning? Will it strike again? Your peaceful vacation could turn deadly in seconds. Teams arrived fast. They walked on soft, unstable ground. Drones swarmed the sky. They mapped every inch of the blast zone. Geologists tagged the massive impact craters. They analyzed the deadly projectiles. Debris revealed the truth. Porous stones once held water deep underground. Others were slick and glassy. Silica coated them like a seal. This rock sealed the pressure cooker tight. Then it blew. Rocks flew in a straight line. The path of least resistance became a kill zone. Thermal cameras found the heat. Superheated water flashed to steam instantly. The blast tore the vent apart. Fresh rock lay exposed and hot. Lab results were striking. The texture difference tells the whole story. Water flowed through some rocks easily, but silica blocked others completely. Minerals plugged the cracks over years. The pressure built up until it exploded. Analysis confirmed the usual suspects. Silicates, clays, and sulfur stained the mud. The ground beneath you isn't just rock, it is a ticking time bomb. Scientists are scrambling to figure out when the next fuse will blow. Drones are flying overhead right now, scanning the blast zone. They are calculating how much deadly debris launched into the air. This helps map the underground monster waiting to strike again. Every clue brings us closer to the terrifying truth. But the evidence suggests something even darker is hiding down there. This investigation is just getting started. Now that they see the damage, they are planting new sensors to catch the killer. But right now, only the scars on the earth tell the violent story. Days after the blast, government teams rushed in. Their vans were packed tight with survival-grade monitoring gear. They dumped cables and sensors onto the frozen ground. Every gadget promised to tame the unpredictable beast beneath Biscuit Basin. Priority number one was building a safety net. They needed to catch every tremor before it turned into a disaster. Sensors sensitive enough to feel a bison's footsteps went into the mud. They are listening for the heartbeat of a killer. They added microphones to hear the low booms that signal an attack. GPS units are tracking ground movement in real time. If the earth moves an inch, we will know. But here's the scary part. Despite the chaos, the official alert level stayed at green. No earthquakes, no gas spikes. Just the normal breathing of a supervolcano that could end us all. Scientists glued their eyes to the screens. They were desperate for a sign, a warning, anything. But the data kept saying the same thing, all clear. The reality, these explosions do not give you a warning. The pressure builds up silently right under your feet. It can hide there for years, waiting for the perfect moment. Even the best billion-dollar tech can miss the signs. Water temperatures barely moved before the ground ripped apart. No warning surge, no slow buildup, just a flat line, then a massive, deadly explosion. You would miss it until it was too late. The head scientist at the observatory didn't sugarcoat it. Prediction is nearly impossible. Minerals clog the pipes, pressure spikes, and boom, the system fails instantly. We can film the aftermath, but the moments before are a complete blind spot. All that high-tech gear might not save you. The next explosion could still hit without a single second of warning. People are asking the terrifying question, am I safe? The memory of shattered boardwalks is haunting everyone. The science teams are working around the clock. They are running drills and tweaking alarms, but here is the hard truth. In Yellowstone, sometimes the best science just isn't enough. The sensors sit silently in the snow, watching, waiting for a sign that might never come. Social media exploded with lies that this was a once-in-a-lifetime event. Headlines screamed unprecedented. But if you look at the records, this nightmare has happened before. Back in 1888, a geyser nearby blew its top. It threw car-sized boulders a full mile. The crater got 4 times bigger overnight. The blast wiped out the forest like a nuclear bomb. Nobody died that day, but it scarred the land forever. It forced rangers to rethink how close they let your family get. Since then, over a dozen explosions have rocked the park. Some, like the 1989 blast, ended in tragedy. Others were quiet warnings that ripped up the boardwalks. Every single time. The pattern was exactly the same. Sudden steam, deadly debris, no warning, and then a scramble to figure out why. Geologists know the physics. Pressure builds, water flashes to steam, and the ground shatters. But knowing how doesn't tell us when. Viral videos make it look like a freak accident. They use clickbait like Yellowstone wakes up, but they are ignoring the deadly cycle that has always been here. The real danger isn't one explosion. It is the relentless, unstable eruptions happening right now in 2025. This isn't a one-off disaster. It is a warning that the ground beneath your feet is restless and dangerous. Biscuit Basin is locked down tight. The boardwalks are destroyed, and that steam could turn deadly at any second. The pool is still spitting mud and rock. A webcam caught it blasting debris across the snow in December 2025. This proves the danger is far from over. Since July 2024, nobody has been allowed inside. New barricades are up, warning signs are everywhere, and they are not coming down anytime soon. They are watching it like a hawk. Sensors, microphones, and GPS are surrounding the basin, feeding data to the lab. Every sensor is hunting for the slightest shake or heat spike, but the data, it is terrifyingly silent. Officials say the threat level is green. No earthquakes. No bulging ground. Do not let your guard down. Look closer at that water. It is churning. It is dark. The ground right next to you is collapsing. Winter usually calms things down, but not here. Black Diamond is screaming with muddy explosions. Experts are frantically digging through the blast debris. They analyze the shrapnel from the last blast. It matches Yellowstone's deadly underground system perfectly. Just standard silicates and clay. No alien material. Nothing new. Just the same hidden danger waiting to strike. The terrifying question is timing. Why explode now? Nobody knows. And this danger is spreading beyond just Biscuit Basin. Rangers are patrolling everywhere now. Cameras are watching tourist spots like hawks. Everyone is thinking the same thing. If Black Diamond blows up with zero warning, what is next? Your favorite vacation spot could be the next bomb. The next blast could happen right now. Sensors might miss it entirely. You cannot predict this monster. No warning. No pattern. Just sudden death from below. Snorts. Scientists are racing against the clock. Nature does not care about your timeline. We saw explosions as recently as December 2025. Music. The danger is part of the scenery now. Yellowstone does not negotiate. Share this video to warn your family. Comment your location below before it is too late.